of S4 on the topic properties of Laplace transform. In the earlier video we have discussed the three main properties of Laplace transform. In this video we will be discussing the remaining two properties, so please do watch. Properties of Laplace transform. The three main properties were discussed in the earlier video. This video is about the two properties that we actually missed. So coming to the first missed property, that is Laplace transform of higher order derivatives. That is Laplace transform of higher order derivative is L of nth derivative of f of t is equal to s raised to n L of f of t minus s raised to n minus 1 f of 0 minus s raised to n minus 2 f of 0 up to s raised to n minus 2 derivative of f of 0 minus n minus 1 derivative of f of 0. So let's go for a problem. I'm writing the question. Using Laplace transform of derivatives, find the Laplace transform of t cube, and is given that L of 1 is equal to 1 by s. So we need to find the Laplace transform of t cube by using the Laplace transform of derivative property. So first of all, write f of t is equal to t cube and write the property that is using that is a property of derivatives, that is L of nth derivative of t is equal to s raised to n L of t minus s raised to n minus 1 f of 0 minus s raised to n minus 2 f dash of 0 up to s into n minus 1 n minus 2th derivative of 0 minus n minus 1th derivative of f of 0. As you know, f of t is equal to t cube, and we are using the properties of derivatives. So we need to find the derivatives of f of t, that is f dash of t is equal to, that is we need to take the derivative of t cube. Derivative of t cube is 3t square, and f double dash of t is equal to 6t, and f triple dash of t is equal to 6. So if you notice, we actually need the values of f of zeros in this each case. So I am writing f of 0 is equal to, that is we are putting the value of t as 0. So t 0 cube, that is 0. Similarly, f dash of 0 is equal to 3 into 0 square, that is 0. Likewise, f double dash of 0 is also 0. So I am rewriting this property according to our need. Our n in this case is 3. Our n is 3. So I am rewriting this property, that is L of 3 t is equal to s raised to 3 L of f of t minus s raised to 3 minus 1 is 2 f of 0 minus s raised to 3 minus 2 is 1. So s into f dash of 0 minus s raised to 3 minus 3, that is s raised to 0 is 1. So into f double dash of 0. As you notice, you can find the s term is actually decreasing as the term increases, and the derivative is actually keep on increasing. The next step is actually put in the values that we have already found. We have found f triple dash of t, that is 6, that is L of 6 is equal to s cube. L of f of t is t cube, so t cube minus s square. F of 0 is 0, so into 0, minus s into f dash of 0 is also 0, so minus f double dash of 0 is also 0. So L of 6 is equal to s 6 by s is equal to s cube L of t cube minus 0 minus 0 minus 0. So we actually need to find the value of L of t cube. So we can directly put the s cube here. That is L of t cube is equal to 6 divided by s into s cube. That is 6 divided by s raised to 4. The last property we are going to discuss is the Laplace transform. Laplace transform of the integral of f of t. That is Laplace transform of integral of f of t. That means L of integral 0 to t f of u du is equal to 1 by s f of s. The question is, find the Laplace transform of integral 0 to t sin t divided by t dt. So first of all, we need to find the Laplace transform of sin t. So Laplace transform of sin t is 1 divided by s square plus 1. Then we need to find the Laplace transform of sin t divided by t. That is Laplace transform of sin t divided by t. This is actually the property of division by property of division that we learned in the earlier classes. So according to that property, we need to take the integral. So integral s tends to infinity. This one, that is 1 divided by s square plus 1 ds. The integral of 1 by s square plus 1 is tan inverse s. So I am writing tan inverse s. S to limit, apply the limit. Then apply the limit, that is upper limit minus lower limit. Here the upper limit is infinity, so we need to write in the limit form. So limit s tends to infinity, tan inverse s minus upper limit minus lower limit tan inverse s is equal to, then apply the limits here, that is tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse s. Tan inverse infinity is pi by 2, so pi by 2 minus tan inverse s. Pi by 2 minus tan inverse s is actually cot inverse s. So our answer is cot inverse s. Hope you have learned all the topic. Please do like the video, share to your friends and relatives, and if you are new to your channel, please do subscribe. Till then, bye.